All right, first things first, we gotta flip this bad boy inside out so it looks exactly like this and kind of spread it all around, spread it out so that it's nice and even. You don't have any bunches, you don't have any wrinkles. You get rid of all of that nonsense. And look at this straight line. Look, oh, this shirt is just hideous. Who likes to wear shirts that go straight up and down? Okay, honestly, tell me, I want names. Now we gotta gather our materials. We need some sewing pins, we need a fabric marker, and we need our measuring tape. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our measuring tape and we're gonna measure from the bottom of our shirt all the way to the top of that seam that runs just underneath your armpit right there. Now this shirt is gonna be 19.5 inches from bottom to top. Now, what we gotta do is we need to grab our fabric marker because we're gonna put some little dollops, some little marks on this shirt right here. And we're gonna divide it up so that it is in 4 equal parts. Now, I'm gonna put a marker at 4 inches, I'm gonna put one at 8 inches, 12 inches, and then 16 inches. Now, I pre-did this part already, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my sewing pins at those same spots that I put those markers. And the bottom one is gonna be 2 inches, the middle two are both gonna be 2.5 inches, and then that other pin at the top is gonna be 1.5 inches. So that's gonna give this shirt just such a nice taper. Now, flip it around and do the exact same thing on the other side. And as a heads up, you want to put your pins, don't put them like I just did because I actually put them in backwards. I'll show you what happened later on. Not really a huge deal, but it just makes it a lot easier when you are sewing and you're taking the pins out because you want to pull them towards you instead of like angling them up and then like kind of pulling them back. You'll see. That was the hardest part, measuring, and we're about to sew it, and if you've never used a sewing machine and you don't really get it, understand it, don't worry. There's links down in the description, you'll figure out what kind of stitches you're supposed to use and all that kind of jargon. Now, we sew, and all you gotta do is just go all along and just take your pins out as you go. Now, cut all that extra fabric off, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna give ourselves about 1/2 inch of a seam allowance for our zigzag stitch. Because you see that edge right there? It's a raw edge. We're gonna need to seal it up, otherwise it's gonna make a mess of our sewing machine. It's just no bueno. You ever tried making a zigzag stitch with one hand and then holding a camera with the other? Yeah, don't do it. Somehow I pulled it off, but yeah, just don't try it. It's not fun. If you've never made a zigzag stitch before, don't worry, I know it can seem kind of confusing, but I made its own video and it's, it's down there. And there we go, look at that! Zigzag stitch is done, it's got a great looking taper to it, I can wear this shirt, I can be happy about it, not feel like SpongeBob. And that's all it takes, just like that. Nice zoomed in shot of that zigzag stitch. Maybe I shouldn't do that because it looks kind of weird, but you get it. You should actually get a good pair of scissors is what you should do. All right, deuces. Daughter wants to say deuces. She came downstairs right as I was finishing, so I was like, all right, you want to say hi? Sure, let's do this. Let's go ahead and give him a quick wave. Yeah, quick wave.